welcome to the Best of Frederick County. We're here today to share a proclamation about Child Abuse Prevention Month. And we have a lot of our partners who work at the Child Advocacy Center and in law enforcement with our state's attorney's office. And we're here to share some good news about the good work that's happening in our community. So first, I'll start off by reading a proclamation. Whereas all Frederick County citizens share responsibility to protect our children. During Child Abuse Prevention Month, we renew our commitment to prevent child abuse and neglect and to work to enable our children to realize their full potential. And whereas childhood is a formative time, and abuse can have a devastating long-term effect on young lives, and it can have a lifetime effect on people through their adult lives as well. In order to provide a safe environment for our young people, parents must work to protect their children from the dangers that threaten them. Family members, educators, public officials, faith-based and community organizations all play an important role in helping to ensure that children are safe and can grow surrounded by love and stability. And whereas we observe Child Abuse Prevention Month, we underscore our commitment to building a community where all children can thrive, develop character, and learn to be responsible citizens in an environment of security and love. And whereas the pinwheel is the national symbol of child abuse prevention, we see pinwheel gardens sprouting throughout our community. And of course, we have one right here in front of Winchester Hall today. And whereas by honoring our obligation to support and protect our young people, all of us have an opportunity to make a positive difference in the life of a child and to build a brighter future for our county. Now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I hereby proclaim April 2015 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Frederick County and commend this observance to all of our citizens. So first, we're going to hear from Lynn Davis with our Child Advocacy Center, and maybe you can talk about what you do and how many children you serve.
Thank you, Executive Gardner. We're really happy to be here today and talk about the way that our community is working together to protect children, because that's what we do. Child abuse and the devastating effects it has on children is a really complex topic, and so it's really important that we observe the month of the child and that we also observe Sexual Assault Prevention Month. And we're here to talk about child abuse prevention because they're all intertwined. And we work as a multidisciplinary team because that's true, because it is complex. So we partner with the Sheriff's Office and with the City Police and the State's Attorney and the Department of Social Services and citizens. You'll see our friends of the Child Advocacy Center do a lot of volunteering to reach out, and we have the support of county government and city, because it's a big job, and we really are working to work together so that when a child is coming into our center because there are concerns of maltreatment, that child only has to tell their story once. We come to them. The partners who are working to find out what's happened to the child, to support the child in mental health and in advocacy for the family, are all in one spot so that the child comes to a child-friendly center and we do our professional work around them, putting them first. You'll see pinwheels all over the city and county. You'll see window clings in businesses and even in city police cars that say protecting children is everyone's business, because we know that that's true. It can't be done with just one agency. We work really closely with Hartley House, for instance, and it's important that we all recognize that in situations of intimate partner violence, 90% of the children witness that, and that can be as damaging and terrorizing as direct abuse. And in fact, in those families, 40 to 60% of children are directly abused as well. So it's not just one thing, it's going to take everybody, and I think Frederick County is really making great strides toward making that happen. Well, thank you.
I do. Introduce yourself.
Jennifer Beath, and I'm the therapist at the Child Advocacy Center.
Shelley Beddoe, and I'm a supervisor with Child Protective Services in Frederick County Department of Social Services.
Captain Rich Hetherington with the Frederick Police.
Athena Edsel, Administrative Assistant, CSE.
Pamela Holtzinger. I'm a forensic nurse examiner working at the Child Advocacy Center and the coordinator of the program at Frederick Memorial Hospital.
Pat Rosensteel, Director of the Citizen Services Division, and the Child Advocacy Center is part of our division.
Katie Belinsky, Advocate at the Child Advocacy Center.
I'm Marilyn Hill, Vice President of the Friends of the CAC.
Judy Federline, I'm the Treasurer of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center.
I'm Kay Shoemaker, and I'm the liaison for the Friends group to the Frederick Women's Civic Club, who began the Friends group several years ago.
Elaine Junker, worker bee for the Friends of the CAC.
Rebecca Littleton, Victim Witness Coordinator with the State's Attorney's Office assigned to Family Violence Unit and Sexual Assault.
Carla Paler, I'm the pediatrician at the Child Advocacy Center.
Good morning, Chuck Jenkins, Frederick County Sheriff. I want to take a minute basically to let Frederick County know how fortunate we are here in Frederick to have this partnership with the CAC and with all we do for child abuse prevention, sexual assault prevention, and also with the investigations when they do occur. Because I'll tell you, I've probably been a part of the CAC maybe longer than anybody up here. Years ago as an investigator handling cases, now being able to sit on the executive board. I've seen where we've come from, where we've gone. I've seen the CAC grow. Hats off to Lynn Davis, the ladies of the CAC for their support. But Frederick County is very fortunate. I think if you look statewide, we are probably one of the leaders. So thank you for your commitment, and we'll do the very best we can to protect children in this county.
Thank you all for being here and for what you do. Since I was a former commissioner, I do remember a time when we didn't have a CAC and when we just were talking about it. And I do really think it's important for everyone, the community, the government entities that involved to work together to protect our children. They are innocent in our community, and as adults and as a community, I think that this is a role that is appropriate for us to serve. Would anyone from the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center like to talk a little bit about what you do to support the Child Advocacy Center? Do I have any takers? I see a couple people thinking about it. You do.
We do our best to support this CAC in whatever form we can. Some of the things that we have done is, as was indicated before, instead of a child having to report to several different agencies what their abuse was, we have purchased a system so that they just have to say it once, it's recorded, agency members are linked and can ask questions. So it's a much friendlier atmosphere for the kids. In one case, a child wanted to go to college. He had a scholarship. He did not have a computer. We paid for a computer so that this child could go to college. We have been redecorating the CAC. These are some of the things that we do, and we try to support them financially and hopefully emotionally, because we just adore everyone there, and in any way that we can. So does anybody have anything?
Now that I thought about it, the end of April, on the 30th, Frederick County has been kind enough to designate Benita Moss Park to us, and we made a healing garden. And we're dedicating it on the 30th of April, and it's we have a whispering bench that has been made by a gentleman from Frederick, and it is just the most unusual, beautiful bench you will ever see. And it is a whispering because you whisper in one end and it comes out the other. And we have a monument for all the children and little pavers of all the children in Frederick that have lost their lives through, child abuse. And we'd like to invite all of you to come. It's on 2nd Street, 2nd Street, and it was Benita Moss Park. But it's going to be the healing garden, and it's at 10:30, and we're going to dedicate it, and we'd love to have everyone come out and see it, because it's been it's one of our efforts that we're so proud of, that we're doing for the children that have lost their lives.
Thank you very much for adding that. I know that's on my calendar, but I wouldn't have thought about it. So thank you all for everything you do to support the children in our community. And for our viewing audience, if you want to be supportive, I'm sure the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center could accept some more volunteers and some more financial support. And thank you very much for everybody in our community doing their part to prevent child abuse.